Alors que ce soit en live ou en diffusion, je vous souhaite la bienvenue. Je suis le Croco Gamer et nous voici sur Tales of Arise Ultimate Edition. Nous sommes actuellement sur Dana et nous reprenons là où nous nous étions arrêtés. Autrement dit, nous partons vers le centre de la Terre pour détruire le Grand Esprit. Donc reprenons.
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedures somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
Vous le sentez vous aussi? Volran qui va apparaître ici devant nous comme par hasard, alors qu'il n'y a pas de vaisseau pour venir. Oh, ça va, c'est pas Volran.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
T'inquiète pas, j'ai l'habitude.
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing. Sonic
Outstanding form!
I'm ready! Here I come!
This ends now!
On peut dire qu'une fois à terre, il morfle, hein.
Here I go!
Rising water! I'm not done!
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
Its head is its weak point?
We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in...
In an instant! Impact cross!
Bon bah j'ai pas réussi à détruire son cristal, donc j'aurai pas beaucoup de matériaux, fait chier. Trop faible.
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zoogles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
Petit trésor. Et rien du tout. Ouais, s'il se passe pas du bon côté, ça le fait pas trop. Oh, c'est marrant, j'avais pas remarqué, mais le sol s'active à chacun de mes pas.
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Un petit point de contrôle.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are at least. No,
Le
you're
téléporteur
right.
menant à
The whole
l'entrée
room
est
flipped
activé.
on its head.
So what was once down
Donc
is
on peut
now
rentrer à
up,
l'entrée.
and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind,
Let's dispose of the trash.
Down from the wind!
This is gonna need all of us together!
For us to pass!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
a scream
Do it!
bathed in blood.
Allez, meurs.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
We can really make weapons with this?
Griffe maudite, juste une. Il va m'en falloir beaucoup plus.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renasalma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renasalma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Rena's Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks. Both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Allez, pas d'inquiétude. Tu ne mourras pas tout de suite. Allez, ils vont se séparer si jamais je les attaque pas tous en même temps.
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this.
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Healing between heaven and earth.
Got fire.
I've got this.
Sorry
Let
to
a
come.
marksman hit it.
Rising Falcon.
Ou le petit coffre maintenant. Ok, donc je passe à gauche, moi. Je m'occupe de vous juste après. Allez, vous tous.
Gotta break through.
Glacial, where are you going?
No further. Here I come.
Denied!
I can carve through.
It's a duel of the
this.
arts.
Make of the other
Victory is within reach.
Here, dig deep, and we can do this.
Flying
Cut this further,
They
little
just
one.
sit still.
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
I still got a ways to go.
Oh, this looks nice and tough.
Let's see what you've got.
Ah, super, j'ai raté mon coup.
Ignite!
No one shall break this night.
Dragon form!
Now's our chance. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
This should come in handy when...
Coming through.
Show you what my arts can do.
Wind!
Bestow thy mystic
Mirage!
mercy.
Dragon swarm!
Nothing gets by me!
This world. Cyan instant.
Plasma!
Glacial
Dazzle!
spear. Pierce evil.
Rising
Lightning
Phoenix!
orb. Laser cascade.
Megasonic thrust!
Lunar action.
Sword this
By
one's
the
all
power
mine!
of now.
Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone hanging in there?
Encore de l'exploration. On les prend tous d'un coup parce que sinon ça va être casse-pied de faire plusieurs combats alors qu'on peut en faire qu'un. Par contre ils sont jolis hein. Moi j'en veux bien. J'en veux bien en animal de compagnie.
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use them.
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Looks like it could be worth something.
Right, here goes!
Freezing storm!
Does it hurt?
Benediction light.
Take this! I'm not done! Swallow blade! Demon fang! Double demon fang! Demon fang!
I'm ready!
Jump!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hey! Hoodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Ça a l'air d'être un joli coffre tout cela. Hein.
No choice!
Pour être aussi bien gardé.
Here I go! Rising fang!
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alvin.
Next!
As impressive as always.
Incantation ruined. Here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Try this! Inferno torrent!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Let the marksman handle this.
The enemy is going all out!
In an instant! Impact claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed lance.
Severing wind! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Action!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Bon, il semblerait que je vais perdre mon bonus. Et ouais, raté.
Right, here goes!
On your
Freezing storm!
Rising Wyvern!
Tornado!
Mirage! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope I was improving.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
By the power of water! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Encore un ascenseur où on va se faire attaquer. Ouais, c'était logique.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Keep calm and take them down. I'm on a
This
roll.
one's all
More
mine!
of them?
Is that statue wielding art? Now I've seen everything.
You got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Leave the enemy's art. Maybe
Here's evil.
Great! Next!
As impressive as always.
Here I hoped I was improving.
No, I'm
reinforcements?
I'm in your
Sleep
debt.
now. Let's get you
You're
all
mine.
out of the way.
Hear my
Luna
call.
Rocco!
Can you take it?
Soaring
Does it
Light
hurt?
Spear!
Take this.
Oh, violent dart.
Rising Wyvern! Ignite! More?
Rotating pile driver.
Demon
Benediction
Fang!
light.
Double Demon Fang!
Came between heaven and earth.
Next! Crush!
A wailing dancing
Demon
lightning.
Fang!
Resonate with the earth.
Into the
Stalagmite.
Now
On your knees.
Rising Wyvern!
Air thrust.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Ok, dans l'autre sens comparé à tout à l'heure. Venez les petits bourreaux. Si jamais j'arrive à attirer le dragon et les bourreaux d'un coup. Ouais non, ça va pas le faire.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Dance in the wind!
Demon Fang! Ignite!
Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
Take this!
Will this help?
Catapult!
Raining Flash! Okay, here I go.
Be careful not to overdo it.
Incredible power!
Do better.
Severing Wind! You're on! Dragon Swarm!
I got it!
Sonic Thrust! Sword Ring Distance!
More where that came from! Red!
Here I come! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Illuminate the dark!
Come
Azure
forward now!
Storm! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Ok, j'imagine que celui-là c'est pour aller là peut-être. Donc je vais continuer ici, explorer d'abord. Ouais, c'est un cul-de-sac donc je continue. C'est un peu illogique dit comme ça mais bon. J'espère que j'ai pris tout le monde d'un coup.
There is logic within your every move.
It'll take more than brute force to win.
I'll try to provide that strength.
Your astral arts are truly incredible.
Every little bit helps.
Indeed it does.
Can you take care of them?
Sooner said than done. Looks like it could be worth something.
En plein milieu d'une pièce comme ça, on pourrait croire que des ennemis apparaissent après que je l'ai ouvert.
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
An opponent like this should be easy. You picked the wrong fight!
Down on the ground! Can't get out of this!
Tempest Whirl!
I
never
miss!
Demon Fang!
I'll shoot them out of the sky.
Dreams!
There you go.
Don't let up!
Now you see what I can do!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Ah, je me disais bien qu'il y avait un cristal quelque part. Et un autre.
Right, here goes!
On your
Chain
knees!
between our hands!
Here, let me help.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
Exploit the enemy's weakness! Resonate with the earth!
Now I'm gonna let loose.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Astral energy!
Say no more. We're in good form.
Et génial, j'ai pas réussi à tous me les faire d'un coup. Superbe. Bon bah, je reviens plus tard pour vous. Oh, oh, oh! Ils sont incroyablement généreux, dis donc! J'aimerais avoir un point de TP ici, comme ça je me téléporte régulièrement. On peut dire que j'ai incroyablement bien fait de venir ici.
Not much longer to go. Come on, one final push.
Let's do this together, Alvin. Glacial speed.
What did they just say? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Awaken and wreak havoc.
Magic is it!
Wow, look what I just found.
Ok. Inférieur de 2. Ok, donc... j'imagine que je dois aller de ce côté-là. Oui, il y a des monstres. Allez. Voilà. J'ai eu peur de pas réussir.
In a bind?
Let me show you what my art can do. Rise and shine.
Denied! I'll smash you! Exploit the enemy's weakness. You're up.
Water,
Swallow
hear my
blade.
call, Tempest.
I've been hit with something.
So even a masochist has his limits.
Not feeling so great. Orochi's fury! Ignite!
Don't suffer in silence.
Photon blaster.
Last shot!
I'm
Tear!
ready.
Void blast!
Allow me to help you.
It's weakened.
Dragon Fist and coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Benediction light.
Lunar corruption.
I'm ready!
Raging
Mirror
storm.
Thank you for
Gate!
the healing,
Kisara!
Delvin.
Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone. We won that by a mile.
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's
Elle
the
va pas
matter,
être possédée quand même.
Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
On va se faire attaquer par
It's like when I made
les
contact with
épines.
Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants. How it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires.
Ça le serait bien ironique, oui, je confirme.
Ganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
Donc, dans un sens, si Naori n'avait pas scellé les épines en elle, les épines seraient peut-être reparties tout seules.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong, like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena. No masters or slaves. No lords, no crown contest. Maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living.
Bah, ne pas vouloir mourir, il y en a plein qui sont comme ça, hein.
From starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrect 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Encore un ascenseur. Ok, bon bah, si vous êtes tellement lent que vous me laissez passer, hein, je suis obligé de faire demi-tour. Hein.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Les zones comme ça ressemblent tellement à des pièges. Ouais, c'est bien par là. Oh, un joli dragon. Oh, je lui ai pété son cristal dès le premier coup. Il a pris cher. Double rupture de noyau.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Bon, eh bien, puisqu'il ne nous reste plus longtemps avant de rencontrer le grand esprit, nous allons nous arrêter là pour cet épisode. Si jamais vous avez apprécié, pensez à liker, commenter et partager. Si ce n'est pas déjà fait, pensez à vous abonner, que ce soit mon Twitter, mon Twitch, mon Discord ou mon YouTube. Ils sont disponibles en description de mon profil et de mes vidéos. Je vous dis à bientôt pour une prochaine